Good morning, everybody, and Happy New Year. As I'm filming this, it is currently New Year's Eve. I cannot believe that the end of the year is already here. I'm starting to get prepped for the start of the new year. If you guys have been watching my videos, then you've probably heard me talk about my plans to curate a winter collection. So I've been dyeing up some new colors. I think I'm gonna aim for about a total of 6 brand new colors. And obviously these are more so like winter inspired, so a little bit like more deeper, a lot more saturated. About a week ago, I dyed up this first colorway, which is something that I really had on my mind, something that I was like dead set on. So I aimed for this really gorgeous kind of mid-tone red, kind of like ruby red, lipstick red, but I really love this. So we've got a solid color option. Just yesterday, I dyed up this solid toned blue, and then I kind of have like this variegated greens, kind of brown and black colors. For the start of the new year, of course, I'm going to be adding in some new bases to the shop. Now this is 100% superwash, but I finally got my hands on a chunky weight. So this is what the new weight of fiber is going to be. Again, this is like the number 5 chunky. I really love that you can see the ply, like the subtle twist effect. And if I gently unravel this, it looks to be a 3-ply fiber. Mid to deep toned blue. I was also very picky about the actual tone of this blue. I didn't want it too purpley. I also didn't want it like too deep. So I kind of settled on this really gorgeous, kind of just want to call it like an ocean shade. I didn't think I was going to be like a blue girly, like a solid blue. But I kind of have this idea of making some kind of like either meshy top or like a fitted, I don't even know how to describe it, but I want to make a top, I think, in the solid blue color. But the best way that I could describe it is to have the top portion very meshy and see-through. And then starting about the chest and down, I want it to be standard stitches, no mesh. Really trying to push myself this year with just kind of expanding my color selection. So this one, you couldn't tell, this is also dyed on the chunky number 5, but this is more of a deeper forest green colorway that also has a little bit of like tobacco brown. And then of course we have some grays and blacks mixed in there. I'm really proud of myself that this time I didn't go too overboard with the colors. Sometimes when I have an initial vision of a colorway that I want to make, and there's like a little color that I just want like a peekaboo moment with, I get very heavy-handed and I can very quickly overdo it. So for once, I didn't go too crazy with these like yellowish brown shades. It's just enough that I think once you crochet or knit with it, you're really just going to have a couple moments here or there that are going to stand out versus having the yellow everywhere. So I really love this already. So excited to finally launch a thicker weight of yarn. And then of course to see how it worked up on the nylon. This again is the number 1 sock. I'm just going to twist it up like this. It's kind of hard to tell with this color, but I did also throw in these very, very lighter shades of like a tealishy blue-green. So I'm really happy to see that the nylon fiber really grabbed onto that, because with the chunky, I can see it. Maybe it's just the lighting in this room. There's a little bit of like that pale blue teal, but again, very happy to see that the nylon really picked up on all of the colors that I threw in the pot. I think I'm planning to film an updated beanie tutorial with this yarn. I had originally planned to start it today, and then yeah, we're just not feeling it today, but bright and early tomorrow we're going to start a new tutorial. So these are the first 3 colors that I've worked up. Since I'm not going to start the beanie tutorial today, I might start casting on this yarn right here. I mentioned this a few videos back, but I picked this up at my first ever Boston Fiber Festival. This is from She Is Marguerite. This is a hand spun and I believe hand dyed fiber. She specializes in all types of different hand spun yarns, and this is one that I really wanted to pick up. It's very multifaceted, and I think I want to knit a very, very micro scarf. I only have about 67 yards in this entire hank, so I'm not sure if it's gonna make it the whole way, but hopefully if I only make the scarf like a few inches wide, and the fact that I'm knitting it, I might stretch my yardage as much as possible. If it turns out cute, y'all will be the first to know. I thought I would share a little bit of an update with you guys because I'm having so much fun using this yarn. I think I've only done maybe about 8 or 9 rows at this point. And here is what the little micro scarf is looking like. I love just how often the fibers change, the colors change. This is gonna be such an eclectic piece. Having only worked like a few rows into this, I'm already concerned about the yardage and if I'm gonna have enough to finish this scarf. And because this yarn has so much going on, I really wanted to keep my stitches as simple as possible. So I'm just working with knit stitches on one side, and then when I flip it, I purl back on the other row. So I get this really gorgeous like garter stitch on this side, and then I get more of a flat knit stitch on this side. Quick little update, I just had to share it with you guys. If anybody was wondering what I'm doing or where I'm gonna be for New Year's and New Year's Eve, I'm gonna be right here on this couch knitting, like the true grandma that I am. Honestly, if I was more of an experienced knitter, I could probably finish up this scarf in like a couple of hours, but knowing me, I will probably take my time over the next like 2 or 3 days, just because I really want to enjoy this yarn. I don't want to rush through it, and I'm probably going to be a little bit sad once I'm done with this because I don't have any other fiber quite like this in my stash. If anybody else is doing this on their New Year's Eve, feel free to leave a comment down below. Nothing can top this feeling. Not going out to the bars, not partying, not staying out late, knitting. This is what makes me happy. leapfrogged the whole thing and started over from scratch. Are we really that surprised? I think you guys saw this coming. Originally, I was using 15mm knitting needles. Honestly, really loved how it was coming out, but I was noticing that the stitches were getting really tight and then the yarn was starting to get difficult to work with. So literally the only other needle size that I had in my collection is a 25mm. I think I grabbed these like almost 3 years ago when I was really into the Sari Silk ribbon yarn. But back to the scarf, I think switching to the 25 was a really smart idea because I'm getting a bang for my buck out of the yardage. I still have a good amount more of the yarn. I'd say I'm about halfway through with the hank. I am aiming to make at least this much, so like doubling my work, and I really think I can get the yardage out of it. I will say that because obviously I sized up my needles, that my stitches are not as defined. It's a lot more of like a sheer, loose, meshy open knit, but I think I kind of prefer this. Such an eclectic fiber like this one, I think this is just suited a lot better for it. I mean, look at this. It looks so cute. It is starting to curl in on itself because I'm using all knit stitches on one side, but you know, it might give somewhat of like that tubular scarf look. This looks so good. This is exactly what I wanted. So I'm just gonna continue to work on this. Yeah, I'm thinking in the next day or so, I will have myself my first finished project of 2025. Look at the open knit. I really love this. Oh, looks so good. Okay. Pray for me and pray that I have enough to finish this whole thing so I can finish my first project.
All right, hold on, everybody. Hold together. 10 seconds.
Well, look at that. We did it. I have a finished, completed project for 2025. I won't lie. I just spent like way too long taking photos and videos of this scarf. I realized there's more than one way to style something like a scarf into something that's more of like an accessory. I've been having so much fun with this thing. I kind of need to show you guys some close-ups. I know that I'm kind of more dressed up than I traditionally am, and although I look really cute, okay, off-shoulder top, you can't really see, but it's like a midi skirt. Don't be fooled, guys. It's 13 degrees outside. I just really felt like getting dressed up and kind of showing you guys, if I'm brave enough, how I kind of want to style this little accessory. So first and foremost, okay, we have the traditional scarf. Okay, throw it over your shoulders. Voila, there you go. Or if you guys want to get real snazzy, you know, crisscross it, get the real scarf action going. Look at all of this texture. It looks so crazy, and I love that at no point is this looking like perfect by any means. Let's kind of throw it on around our neck. Then I'm gonna bring it on over here. That's kind of cute, right? Kind of cute. And I like to kind of tie a little knot off to the side instead of having it like right in the front. And when I wore it like this, it's kind of giving me like harness vibes. Maybe I'm just completely delusional, especially here on the back side. Get that little bit of like a crisscross action. So again, kind of harness-esque, but you know what, for what it's worth, I think this is like really cute. I don't know, do I have balls to wear it like this out in public? Like, will people understand the aesthetic that I'm trying to give? Or are they just gonna be like, that's a really funny way to wear a scarf? Tell me that's not cute. And especially having this like off to the side on my hip, very, I don't know, accentuating. So I also kind of just like tucked it up into the skirt, but now I kind of have it like hanging off the sides of the skirt and still also getting like a little bit of that scarf choker effect. So this is like another kind of wild way, I feel like, to wear the scarf. I also really like how it kind of like freeform drapes behind my back. It's kind of giving me like Met Gala red carpet vibes, very I don't know, drapey open back. We've got the good old classic side hip or even like belt action. All I really have to do is tie a simple knot. I like how it looks. I would totally wear it like this too out. Very much so more confident with like belt action vibe. But I freaking love this scarf. Obviously you can tell my energy has very much shifted from the beginning of the video till now. I do love that something as simple as fiber arts, something as simple as a scarf has really transformed my mood. I didn't see this coming. And then here I am, just a girl playing dress up in her home. And I discovered like 6 different ways that I feel like would be really fun and motivating to kind of wear out in public or just find new ways to style my outfits. That's gonna be it for today's video. I love you all so much. I hope you guys are staying safe and warm here at the beginning of Cappy season. Love you guys. Bye.